just kind of sauntering over towards their bench. I thought maybe they'd go charging over there, but not so.
Didn't want to pull anything.
I guess not. Well, we're already getting a demerit here. We're not in mid-season form. Neither one of us paid attention to the coin flip. So we'll be as surprised as everybody else when they come out here and we see who's kicking off and who's receiving. It appears to me that the Eagles will receive the opening kickoff. And now they're confused, and they were going to the south end of the field, and the referee says, "Nope, you're going to the north end." And the Explorers will come out and get ready to kick off as we've got 12 minutes on the first quarter clock. Everybody's ready, but we're not quite getting things rolling here. Huron Parchman, one of the deep men for the Eagles, stands at about his own 10-yard line, and over on the far side of the field, back there with him is Keaton Lowen. So Parchman and Lowen back deep to receive the kick. The Eagles are set and ready for the opening kickoff. Underway, as we said, now sunshine for the first time all day, casting long shadows across the field. And temperatures very moderate, low 70s on the temperature, which is astounding. When I saw the schedule and saw that we were starting on August 24th, I thought, oh my goodness, even the broadcast crew will keel over in the heat, but I think we can make it. Officially, mostly cloudy, 70 degrees at game time. And it's taken a while to get things going here. Nobody's quite in mid-season form. Teeing the football up for the Explorers at his own 40-yard line is Nicholas Guerin. I think that's 89, is it not? Yes, Nicholas Guerin. 5'7", 135, a sophomore. He just looks bigger than 5'7". That's why I wasn't sure it was him. Now
everybody else looks small.
I'll tell you what, nobody's ready to go here. The officials, there's a lot of standing around and talking, and Guerin had the ball teed at one spot, and then he put it at the other. Then the linesman, he started over towards this side of the field and decided, no, I need to be over at the other side of the field. But here we are now, about 3 minutes, for about the last 5 minutes, they've been trying to line up for the opening kickoff, and we are set. Guerin with the ball teed at his own 40, the run-up. And the kick, and it's a floater, hits at about the 20, finally picked up by the Eagles from the 15 to the 20. Out across the 25 to about the 28-yard line goes Keaton Lowen. And it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the first possession of the ball game. Marquette's hallmark the past couple of seasons has been their defense. A very stingy defense last year, and we'll see what they've got going for them this year as everything's retooled. That was not Guerin that did the kicking, by the way. That was 39 for the Explorers, and that's Jonah Fonestock. So now the Eagles with their junior quarterback leading the way come out onto the field, and the official blows the ball ready for play. It's Noah Turbyfill, a junior quarterback, and he starts in the pistol formation. Long count, he takes a snap, quick pass out to the right side, a wide receiver screen out there. The receiver slips down on the wet field and loses 2 yards. Catching the football was Alex Glover, and it goes as a loss of 1 on the completion. Just a wet field there, I think.
Yeah, it was. Devin Fields, the Explorer cornerback on that side of the field, was coming up, but he with a difficult open field tackle, and then the receiver tried to juke out of the way and just slipped on the turf.
2nd and 11 for Civic Memorial from their own 27-yard line. They send 2 receivers to the left, another receiver to the right, a slot receiver to the left as well, and Turbyfield turns and hands it to the running back. He's hit in the backfield, breaks the tackle, now tries to cut it outside and gains a yard. On the carry for the Eagles was number 6, Huron Parchman, and he gained a yard.
Yeah, it was actually good penetration by the Marquette defensive line. They forced him deep and then wide, and the Explorers were able to come up. I think it was Javion Morgan came up and made the tackle. Good open field tackle by him.
Javion Morgan is a sophomore, but he started much of the season last year as a freshman, so he's a veteran back there as a sophomore. Now 3rd and 10 for the Eagles from their own 28-yard line. Turbyfield rolls to his right, sets, lets it go downfield. He's got a man. He breaks a tackle and gets a first down. Making the reception for the Eagles was number 12, Keaton Lowen. And he was hit before he got to the first down marker. Broke a tackle, a gain of 11, 1st and 10 Eagles.
Well thrown pass by Turbyfield. I mean, he put that ball right in the belly. And the receiver made a nice catch and a good move after he caught it to break the tackle and pick up the extra 2 yards to get the first down.
So the Eagles move the sticks, 1st and 10 from their own 39. Just underway here in Bethalto. Riverbend High School football on the Big Z. Turbyfield, Noah Turbyfield, the junior quarterback, takes a snap, quick pass out to the left side, wide receiver screen out there, and the receiver dropped it. That was Alex Reams that hit him right in the hands, and he had blockers out in front. But he looked up before he secured the football.
He was trying to make a move before he caught it because he was cutting inside. Blockers were out in front of him. He had some room to run, and that's what he was thinking. I'm going to catch it and go, and he forgot to catch it.
2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. We've played less than 2 minutes of this first quarter. The field drenched in sunshine right now for the first time all day. A beautiful sight here. High school football back on the field on a very pleasant evening. 70 degrees at game time. Now a timeout called by the Eagles as Coach Mike Parmentier saw something he didn't like, maybe a little confusion here in the season opener. Early in the action here between the Explorers and the Eagles. No score. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East's premier sports bar and grill. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Moore's Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
Duty air conditioning units for a game on August 24th, but we got the windows open. Can't do any better than this. That's Joe Barrett. My name's Sam Stem. Just underway here. The Eagles have 1 first down to their credit here on the opening drive of the ball game, facing 2nd and 10 from their own 39-yard line following the Civic Memorial timeout. They put a man in motion to the left. Turbyfield drops to throw, lets it go. He's got a man open, hits him at the 40, 30, 25, 20. Morgan hits him and brings him down at the Explorer 15-yard line.
That was a really nice design play. They sent one receiver, the outside receiver did it down again and threw the safety towards him. It was Morgan. The other receiver was on the inside slot. Did it down and out and got past his man, was wide open, and a nice through ball again by Turbyville.
And that was Alex Glover with the reception. Good for 46 yards on that completion. The 2nd first down of this drive for the Eagles, 1st and 10 at the Marquette 15-yard line. Receivers left and right. Turbyfield puts a man in motion and hands it to Glover. Glover slips as he tries to cut back but stays on his feet. The Explorers finally bury him. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, it'll be a loss of 1 back to the 16-yard line, and that day-long rain has reared its ugly head a couple of times here as it looks like the turf is just a little bit slick.
Yeah, when you try to make a sharp cut without your foot being planted already, when you're trying to cut on the move, it looks like it's pretty slick. That's the 2nd time the Eagles have had somebody slip down.
That was the first running play for CM on this possession, as they had thrown it 4 times previous to that, completing 3 of the 4. Turbyfield, 3 completions and 4 attempts for 56 yards. 2nd and 11 Eagles at the Marquette 16-yard line. Glover in motion to the right side. Turbyfield throws it for the back corner of the end zone. It's a touchdown! Touchdown! Civic Memorial Eagles from 16 yards out. Making the reception for CM was number 4, Alex Reams, on a beautiful throw by Noah Turbyfield.
Yeah, he was open, and Turbyfield put it high. The Marquette defender was in poor position to defend against it. It's just a good play by the Eagles. Very good drive. They picked up the first down on the 3rd and long, and that kept the drive alive. And then they seemed to give them a little bit more confidence, and they were able to move the ball down the field pretty quickly after that.
Well, and there was a flag on the play, but that was defensive pass interference against the Explorer defender, who never looked back for the football, put his hands up in the air, and basically tried to face guard Reams, and that didn't do any good either, as Reams went up and got it on a perfect throw by Turbyville. Now the extra point attempt, the snap, the spot, the kick, it's up high, long, and it is good, putting it through the uprights for the Eagles, number 72, Chandler Powell. And with that, the score is the Eagles 7, the Explorers nothing. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Morse Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honesty, integrity, quality, service, and value. Visit us at mhi1962.com or call 46-50505.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift.
Fashioned a 72-yard touchdown drive and to go up 7-0. The touchdown, a 16-yard pass from Noah Turbyville to Alex Reams, came with 8:54 remaining in the first quarter, and now the Explorers will get their first possession. So on that drive, the Eagle junior quarterback, Noah Turbyville, completed 4 of 5 passes for 72 yards and a touchdown. So the Eagles only one running play on that drive, and that play lost 1 yard. So the Marquette pass defense a little bit suspect there. The Eagles clicking on all cylinders as they put that game-opening drive together, and now all set for the kick to the Explorers. Powell puts his toe into it, and it will be for the Explorers. Javion Morgan. Morgan out to the left side, out across the 35 to the 36 or 37-yard line, and the Explorer offense will take over 1st and 10 right there. Marquette has traditionally run that single wing, but I think they may spread it out a little bit more. Darrell Angleton kind of indicated that they may try and spread things out, and you may see them come out throwing the football just like CM did.
Yeah, with a whole new offensive line except for Williams on 78, be interesting to see how they decide to start off. So.
Caleb Ware, the senior quarterback, second-year starter, and they do start in a single wing but then shift out of it. Send 3 receivers to the right, another receiver to the left side. Ware calls out the signals, puts a man in motion, and we've got our first penalty of the night. And it's going to be illegal procedure against the Explorers. A 5-yard walk-off makes 1st and 10, 1st and 15.
Watching them in warm-up when they
False start against the Explorers.
a lot of times when they run their practice plays, there's a little slow motion right before the snap.
That'll bring up 1st down and
Didn't see it on
15.
that, but the referee did.
There's a lot of inexperience out there for Marquette. And a lot of discussion coming out of the huddle as to who should be where and what's going on. Now they shift out of that single wing. Same formation, 3 receivers right, 2 left. They put a man in motion to the right side, and Ware bumps into the motion man, takes it forward, and may have gained a yard. It'll be 2nd and 14.
Yeah, the Eagles stacked that up pretty good. A little miscommunication in the backfield as Ware bumped into the motion man as he faked the handoff. There wasn't really much room there. He just kind of bowled his way into the yard.
2nd and 14 Explorers from their own 33-yard line. It's a little bit disconcerting to see all the confusion out there. You'd think at least the first few plays you have an idea what you're going to do, but Ware's moving people around, trips to the right and another receiver to the left, take a handoff up the middle and complete a pass out to the right side. and a move or two by the receiver. He takes it out to the 35-yard line, making the reception Devon Berry. And he picked up 2 on that completion. It's going to be 3rd down and 12 for Marquette from their own 35.
The Eagles had good pursuit on that. It looked like initially when he caught it, he had some room to run, but the blocking slowed him down a little bit, and the pursuit caught up to him, and they limited him to a 2-yard gain.
Well, he did a little dancing, too. He was trying to put some moves on, and sometimes on those quick passes like that, you're better off just to take off. Look for what little bit of daylight you might see and go. 2 receivers wide left, 2 more to the right. Ware back to throw, now being flushed out of there, running to his left. He's going to take off with it, crosses the 35 and dives forward to the 39-yard line. A gain of 4, but well short of the first down, and Marquette will be in a punting situation.
Never did recover from that initial 5-yard penalty.
So the Marquette punt team comes out onto the field. The Eagles send a couple of men back deep. Back deep for CM. Lowen and Garner. Explorer punter stands at his own 25-yard line. Gets a good snap and gets a nice high kick away. It will be returned from the 29. Out across the 30 to the 35 to the 39-yard line goes number 15, Noah Garner. And the Eagles start their second possession of the ball game in good field position from their own 39-yard line.
It was a nice high punt. The Explorers got down there, but the Eagles had a couple of good blocks.
The Eagle offense takes the field, 1st and 10 from their 30-yard
It
line.
is good field position. I think they're going to finally mark it at the 39.
So the Eagles, who marched 72 yards on their first possession to put it in the end zone, come out with a 7-0 lead and the football. That was 72 yards on 6 plays, 5 of those passing plays. And so the Explorer pass defense is going to have to tighten up just a bit. Noah Turbyfill, the junior quarterback, with a couple of wingbacks to each side of the field, fakes a handoff. Now he's going to run with it right up the middle, and he is tracked down and brought down for a loss of a yard. He never got back to the line of scrimmage. So they put a little motion to the left side, faked a handoff to the motion man. Turbyfill tried to go right up the middle. I guess they did give him the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Yeah, the Explorers, he tried to turn outside, and they got that covered. He turned up inside and was hit right away and dropped down. Just a loss of about a half a yard. Good defense by the Explorers. They just got to play defense against the pass.
2nd and 10 Eagles from their own 39-yard line. Wings left and right. 2 receivers to each side of the field. And here is a hand to one of the wingmen trying to turn that left corner. He's thrown for a big loss on the play. All the way back at the 33-yard line. On the carry for the Eagles was number 33, Nick Walker. And the Explorer defense was having none of that. That is a 5-yard loss.
That was Caleb Ware that made that play. He went off his block, forced the runner outside, and then caught him and brought him down for that loss. It was just a very good defensive play by Caleb Ware.
So now the Explorer pass defense will be tested. They were pretty porous on that first possession. The Eagles have run 3 rushing plays for -6 yards. But Marquette has been lax in trying to stop the passing game. Turbyfill drops to throw. Marquette came with a blitz, and they throw a screen out to the left, and it's a big play for the Eagles across midfield, and finally bumped out of bounds at the Explorer 34-yard line is number 5. 5 or 6. It's number 6, Huron Parchman, and another big play. They called the screen pass at just the right time. The Explorers brought the blitz.
Yeah, and nobody recognized it. They had 7 guys in the backfield chasing the quarterback. Nobody stayed home to watch the receiver, and he had plenty of blocking in front of him.
A 41-yard completion, good for the 4th first down of the night. Parchman with his first reception of the night. 1st and 10 Eagles at the Marquette 25-yard line. And here is Turbyfill caught in the backfield as it looked like maybe a busted play. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It'll be 2nd and 10.
The defender from Marquette was surprised to run into him, and he had the ball. And instead of wrapping him up and tackling him, he just fair hugged him, and Turbyfield was able to spin away and get back to the line of scrimmage. He actually picked up 5 yards after he was hit.
CM with pass plays of 41, 46, and a touchdown pass of 16 yards. So they've gotten the yardage in big chunks. Explorers have stopped them for no gain or losses numerous times, but then CM comes up with a big play. 2nd and 10, Eagles at the Marquette 25. Turbyfield, pass out to the right side, finds his man, that's Glover, and he's tackled immediately for no gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 10, Eagles.
Good defensive play.
Brought down by number 11.
Looked like Devon Fields made the tackle for the Explorers after a 1 yard gain.
They do give him a gain of a yard down to the 24-yard line. 3rd and 9, Eagles right there for Glover, his 3rd catch of the night. And the Eagles come out with 6 seconds left on the play clock. 2 receivers to the left, another receiver to the right. 3rd and 9, and now the Eagles got an early start. That'll be their first penalty of the night, only the 2nd overall. And what was 3rd and 9 becomes 3rd and 14 for the Eagles at the Marquette 29-yard line. We're down to 3:16 remaining here in the first quarter. We're at Hauser Field in DeFalto. Riverbend High School football underway.
That will bring up 3rd and 14.
Sun setting over in the western sky. Yes, we've got sunshine. It came out just before opening kickoff after rain much of the day, and we've seen the wet field in evidence on a couple of plays. Well, this is a big play here for both teams. Be a big stop for Marquette on 3rd and 14 as the Eagles lead it 7-0, and they're putting together a drive here on their 2nd possession. Turbyfield pump fakes now under pressure. Up the middle he goes. The pocket collapsed, and he finds positive yardage all the way down to the Marquette 21-yard line. A gain of about 8. It looked like Turbyfield was in big trouble, and he escaped as all the Explorer rushers ran past him.
Yeah, he made a couple nice deeks, acted like he was going to throw it, and ducked underneath a couple players, spun around, and actually picked up about 9 yards on the play. There was nothing there.
4th and 6, Eagles at the Marquette 21, and they'll go. Trips to the left, another receiver to the right. Turbyfield rolls to his left, lets it go, looking into the end zone, and that is broken up. 2 Explorer defenders there in the end zone, and one of them, it was number 20 for Marquette, that got a hand on the football and batted away. That was Davion Simmons, but we've got a hold against the Eagles. The Explorers will decline that, and Marquette will take over on downs.
On that play, it looked like the Eagles had 2 receivers within 5 yards of each other, and that allowed the Explorers to defend the pass very well.
Simmons and Morgan were both there. Javion Morgan was behind the intended receiver. Simmons was in front of him, and Davion Simmons went up and batted the ball away. And so the ball goes to the Explorers on downs. They start 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Marquette, which went 3 and out on their first possession, looking to try to move the football here with 2:06 remaining in the first quarter. Civic Memorial leads 7-0. Marquette puts a man in motion, hands him the football. That is Simmons, and he tries to make a cut to his right and is brought down for little or no gain on the play. Actually, it was Devon Berry for the Explorers, and he gained a yard out to the 22.
He didn't get much milk from his blockers on that. He had blockers out there, but they really didn't do him any good. The Eagles were able to get past him and bring him down after a short game.
2nd and 9, Marquette from their own 22-yard line. 2 receivers to each side of the field. A running back in the backfield with Caleb Ware, and a little swing pass out to the left. He's got his man. Some positive yardage for the Explorers out across the 30, and first down yardage to about 31-yard line. Making the reception, Davion Simmons, and a completion good for 10 yards and a first down for Marquette, their first of the night.
Yeah, and that's what the Explorers need to do. They need to get the field opened up, let their backs and receivers get it in the open field and make some moves once they've got the Eagles all spread out.
1st and 10 Explorers from their own 32-yard line. Again, 2 receivers to each side of the field. Ware pump fakes. Now he wants to run with it. Rolling to his right. He tells his receiver, go up and block for me. And Ware puts his head down and dives forward out to about the 35-yard line for a gain of 3 on that play. And on that one, Caleb Ware gave up on that pass play pretty quick and made up his mind he was going to run.
Yeah, that may have been. He may have called the quarterback draw on that initially. Nothing was up the middle, and he decided to try and go outside. But yeah, like you said, he didn't even look downfield very long.
Ware 3 carries for 8 yards on the night. 2nd and 7 for the Explorers from their own 35-yard line. We're down to 40 seconds and counting remaining here in the first quarter. Marquette a little slow to get a play in. Break the huddle with 10 seconds left on the play clock. So they need to hurry just a little bit, down to 4-3. They shift 2-1, and they're going to get, well, they just got it off, and this time Ware, a running play to his left side, breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, has first down yardage and then some out to the 45, and a pickup on that play of 10 yards for Caleb Ware, bumped out of bounds with 12 seconds remaining in the quarter. That was a run all the way, wasn't it?
It was a run all the way. He seems to be a lot more confident with his running this year, starting off, Sam. He didn't run a whole lot last year, except when he really needed to. He was basically a pocket passer with a very accurate arm for most of the season, but tonight he seems to be a little anxious to run.
The second first down of this possession, the second first down of the night for the Explorers. 1st and 10 from their own 45, and now we've got a delay for some unknown reason. They're signaling something, and they're going to change the clock, I think. They want to change the time on the clock. Right now it shows 12.4 seconds remaining, and I think they want to put 15.2. Trying to signal up here. So as soon as they can figure out how to communicate, we've got one CM coach down here. He put up a 1, he put up a 5, and he put up a 2. I think that's 15.2. Well, now they've got it where they want it. What do I know? It's 14.6.
No, that's not right. Close enough.
I don't know how the officials knew that as they were all watching the play go out of bounds, but
One guy stops the clock. He's got clock on 15.2.
well, there, it was 15.2. They get 15.2 up there.
Your eyes are
I should be running the clock. I was just happened to be looking at the right guy. 1st and 10 Explorers from their own 45-yard line. Ware in the pistol, takes a snap, pump fakes, now lets it go down the left side. He's got a man wide open at the 30. Hits him, and he drops the football, incomplete. Oh my, he hit Devon Berry right in the hands, and Berry, I think, tried to put a move on. I almost thought for a second they might call it a completion because he did look like he took a step or two before he dropped it, but incomplete. Otherwise, it was going to be a big gainer for the Explorers. That stops the clock with 7.9 remaining.
He may have been bobbling it the whole time. It's hard to see from over on the other side of the field. He may not have had complete control. It was in his arms for at least a second and a half. Whether it was moving around or not, we couldn't tell. Yeah, that's really a good throw by Ware. I mean, he was under pressure. Put it out there right on target.
And Berry was wide open. 2nd and 10 Marquette from their own 45. And here is Ware. This is a running play all the way to the right side. He gets a block that seals the edge and crosses midfield. Steps out of bounds right near midfield. Let's see where they give him. They're going to give him the Eagle 48-yard line for a gain of 7. It's going to be 3rd and 3 Explorers, but they won't run that play until the start of the second quarter. After one quarter of play at Hauser Field in Bethalto, it's Civic Memorial 7, Marquette nothing. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
We'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include
Tim Stan back in Bethalto as we are set for second quarter action. Don't forget, following the game, we will name the Munganast Alton Toyota player or players of the game. It's now 3rd and 3 for the Explorers at the Eagle 48-yard line. The Explorers with a pair of receivers to each side of the field. Ware wants to throw. He's got a slant, completes it to Javion Morgan. First down, Explorers at the Eagle 39-yard line. A gain of 9 on that play and a first down.
He looks a lot bigger. He presents a big target for Ware on that play. He just ran a nice down and in, and got into a nice open seam for Ware to hit him in stride. And the Eagles were right there to bring him down immediately after he caught it. Really good play by the
This drive for Marquette started from their own 21-yard line after they stopped the Eagles' drive on downs. The Explorers now have it 1st and 10 at the Eagle 39-yard line. Here's a handoff and a running play to the right side. Big yardage there, and one step away from breaking it for even more was Zachary Smith. Smith found an opening to the right side, took it inside the 35 and down to about the 32-yard line for a gain of 6, but he was about a half stride from going for much more.
It looked like they got him just by the ankles. He cut it upfield, Sam. He just started picking up speed and momentum, cutting upfield, and was tripped up by an ankle and unable to get any farther.
2nd and 4, Marquette at the Eagle 33-yard line. And they come to the line of scrimmage, but take their time in getting set. They go from the single wing, and it was a direct snap to one of the running backs off his shoulder pad, and that was Davion Simmons. I don't know if the snap was high or if he just couldn't handle it. Maybe a little bit of both, and it goes for a loss as Simmons went back and covered it. A loss of about 9. Back to the 41-yard line. Actually, a loss of 8. It's going to be 3rd and 11.
Yeah, that was a hot snap. Sam came up a little high, just wasn't ready for it. Slipped right through his hands. Fortunately for the Explorers, he was able to fall on it because there were a couple Eagles coming in quickly.
So now 3rd and 11, Explorers back to throw. Ware lets it go down the right side. He's got a man open, but an Eagle defender got there at the last moment to bat it away. A good defensive play there by Civic Memorial's number 1, Alex Glover. He got there in just the nick of time, or the Explorers would have had a first down.
Yeah, that was a good play by the Eagle defense because they actually had, looked like they were running a deep zone coverage on the Explorers. They had 2 men covering the one. They were able to defend the pass pretty easily.
4th and 11, Marquette at the Eagle 41-yard line, and they bring the punting team out. The Explorer punter, Jonah Fonestock, stands back at his own 46-yard line awaiting the snap. Long count. He gets a good snap and gets the kick away, and it's a bit of a line drive. It will be returned. It's fumbled, and Eagles cover it back at their own 13-yard line. Back there trying to return for the Eagles was Alex Glover, and as soon as he had the ball go off his hands and hit the turf, he just covered it. So the Eagles will start deep in their own territory here early in the second quarter. Civic Memorial leading at 7-0. 9:49 remaining in the first half. The Eagles put together that 72-yard drive on the first possession of the ballgame. Drove deep into Explorer territory on their second possession, but turned it over on downs. And the Explorers finally put together a few first downs on their second possession, but the drive stalled. Really, primarily.
They had 12 guys in the huddle. They did. That's a penalty.
Well, apparently not. They didn't throw a flag. Now here is a running play right up the middle and some positive yardage for the Eagles. That looked like a rugby scrum there. And on the carry for the Eagles, I think that may have been Nick Walker. He picked up 2 on that carry.
Alex
out for the Explorers.
Move right up the middle. Just trying to pull the Explorers out of the way. Almost like a 3-yard.
2nd and 7 for the Eagles. Ball on their own 15-yard line. Here is another running play to give, and it's Walker once again. This time he kicks it outside to the left and takes it out across the 20. Out to the 20-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on that carry for Nick Walker.
Looks like the Eagles decided that they're backed up in their own territory. They don't want to throw it. Now they're bringing some different people in, and more of their skill players. Let's see if they try and spread the Explorers out on this play. But with it back at their 13, they didn't seem interested in throwing the first 2 plays.
3rd and 3, Civic Memorial from their own 20-yard line. And now the Eagles want a timeout. It comes with 8.5 minutes remaining in the first half. The score, Civic Memorial 7, Marquette nothing. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Ultrasound and mammography.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the RiverBend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Eagles from their own 20, they give it right up the middle and a big gainer there all the way out to their own 35-yard line. Good for a first down, and on the carry, I think it was that number 6? Yeah, that was Kieran Parchman, his first carry of the night, and he picked up 15 on that carry.
Yeah, they spread the Explorers out, Sam, and they took it up right between the guard and the tackle. Explorers, they broke a couple tackles at the line and was able to get downfield for a big gain.
1st and 10, Civic Memorial. And one of the receivers he actually crossed the line of scrimmage. Should have been a penalty. He lost his mouthpiece. Now it's Huron again, and a big yardage down the right sideline all the way down to the Marquette 40. Parchman got 2 straight carries. Huron Parchman. And he just found some running room to the right side, and down the right sideline he went. Boy, they gave him a good spot all the way down to the Marquette 37-yard line.
Probably would have been between 38 and 39. It's still another big play, 2 straight for the Eagles on the ground. This whole drive's been on the ground so far.
23 yards on that pickup, and another first down. And now they're going to throw the football. Receiver screen to the left side, and a completion down to the Marquette 32-yard line goes the receiver. Making the reception was Dakota Clockey, his first reception of the night. And Clockey picks up 5 down to the Marquette 32-yard line.
Looks like the Explorers had that play pretty well defensed, but the Eagles were able to get their blockers in front of the Explorer defenseman and push him out of the way to where he was able to pick up 5 yards.
2nd down and 5, Eagles at the Marquette 32. This drive started at their own 13-yard line. On the first down play with receivers left and right, Turbyfield lets it go. He's got a man. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a man wide open at the 15-yard line. Hit him right in the hands. That was Drennan Hausman. I mean, there wasn't an Explorer defender within about 10 yards of him. And Hausman, I think all he saw was green grass between him and the goal line, and it may have distracted him. He forgot to catch the football.
That was very possible. I tell you,
impressive.
On target most of his passes.
Very impressive, hasn't he been? He's completed 6 of 9 for 114 yards and a touchdown.
Had 2 of them dropped.
3rd and 5, Eagles. They put a man in motion to the left side. A flag is thrown, and Turbyfield throws one high in the air. The Explorer defender never turns and looks back, but no flag down there at the goal line as the pass falls incomplete. And we'll see what this flag is back here at the line of scrimmage. I'll give the official credit. He threw that flag about 25 yards straight up in the air, didn't he? Illegal shift against the Eagles, and now the Explorers have a decision to make. Do they want to force 4th and 5 at the 32 or give them 3rd and 10 at the 37?
No, they're going to be 4th and 5 here. They've already defined it.
They did indeed.
The man went in motion before everybody was
That penalty has been declined and will bring up 4th down.
I think Marquette was very close to getting another defensive pass interference down there too.
Well, even though the defender didn't look back, he didn't leave his lane. He was running stride for stride with the receiver. He never bumped him or anything. I don't know what kind of penalty he called for that. He didn't allow the receiver to get to the ball.
If he'd have thrown his hand up in the air, he might have gotten one. And now they put a man in motion to the right side on 4th and 5 for the Eagles. Turbyfield sets up the screen, and it's a good one at the 20, at the 15, down to the 10-yard line. That's the second time they've cashed in on a great-looking screen pass. Huron Parchman, a gain of 22 down to the 10-yard line, gain of 21 to the 11.
Another big play for the Eagles that they needed at a crucial time in their game. Second time they've gone to the screen pass on a play where they needed a first down.
Parchman, 3 catches for 60 yards, 7 first downs here in the first half for the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the Marquette 11-yard line. Civic Memorial leading 7-0. Turbyfield puts a man in motion to the right side, hands him the football. That's Alex Glover. He tries to turn that right corner. He does at the 10 and pounds his way down to the 5-yard line before a pair of Explorer defenders meet him and bring him down. A gain of 6 on that carry for Alex Glover.
Glover showed really good speed on that play to be able to get to the corner because it looked like he wasn't going to be able to get there. It looked like he was going to get caught.
Timeout on the
He
field
was
called by
able to
Marquette.
angle his way for a 5-yard gain before the Explorers were able to.
And now Marquette wants a timeout. It comes with 6:29 remaining in the first half. The score, the Eagles 7, the Explorers nothing. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports. Okay, we're gonna run one here, just one spot.
We would like to remind everyone to be sure to visit our website at cmsports.com. The website has all information pertaining to CM Athletics. For team schedules, visit the website for team schedules
Sam Stem along with Joe Barrett back in the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Island Bulldogs at Public School Stadium in Alton. Complete play-by-play coverage of that one as Game 2 of our broadcast doubleheader. Then tomorrow, after Sports Talk, which comes your way at 11, about noon, you'll hear Southwestern and Roxana. On 2nd and 4 for the Eagles at the Marquette 5. The Eagles with 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. They fake a handoff up the middle. Turbyfield wants to throw it, throws it into the end zone, and it is a touchdown. Did that hit the goalpost? It hit the goalpost, and I don't think that can be a touchdown, can it? It hit a receiver's hands. It went off his hands, and I think it hit the goalpost and went to another receiver. Now the officials are huddling, and they're going to call this incomplete because once it hits the upright, I don't know if it hit the cross. I think it hit the crossbar.
I think it hit the crossbar.
Yeah.
Right.
And now one of the officials running over to the Marquette sideline. And are they going to let this stand? I mean, that was like a pinball machine. And
We got an official coming over here too.
and Mike Parmentier's not happy. He's saying, "Oh no." No, they are. They're going to bring it back to respotting the ball at the 5-yard line, so it's just an incomplete pass. It went off the hands of the intended receiver. Turbyfield, I mean, he drilled it in there because his intended receiver was pretty much covered. And he thought, I'm going to...
The Marquette defender hit it.
Yeah, and then...
out of his hands, it went off the crossbar.
And into the hands of another receiver.
Who was running a crossing pattern behind it. Just laid right into him. It ends up playing to catch it. I mean,
it was. So now it's 3rd. They still have 2nd down on the marker, but it's got to be 3rd down. There's 3rd and 4 at the 5 for the Eagles. So that was the weirdest thing you'll ever see. And that was the only thing it could have hit. They've still got 2nd down on that marker, but that can't be right. They can't rerun the down.
call another timeout.
The Eagles called a timeout. Yeah, that's
their 3rd.
I don't know if it's their 2nd or their 3rd. But I'm questioning. Somebody needs to find out why they've still got 2nd down on the marker. It should be 3rd down. They picked up Glover ran it for 6 yards on the first down play. Then the 2nd down play was incomplete, but they have 2nd down on the clock, and they have 2nd down on the field. So somebody from the Marquette sideline, I think, needs to call their attention to that. But at any rate, the Eagles use another timeout. And that is their 3rd and final timeout. Marquette has used 1 timeout. But, well, why would you not count the play just because it hit the goalpost? The play still had to have counted, right?
You would think. I don't know that they have an odd rule. Because actually the goalpost is
Yes, it is, as far as I know. So, just because the intended pass hit the goalpost wouldn't mean you get the down over. But they still have 2nd down on the clock and on the field, and the Eagles gained 6 yards on first down to make it 2nd and 4, and then they threw an incomplete pass. But they're showing 2nd and 4 at the 5 for the Eagles. They put a man in motion to the right side. Back to throw. Turbyfield. He's got a man underneath and incomplete right through the hands of the intended receiver who was open at the goal line. That was Alex Glover. And now they're going to run 3rd down.
No, he's saying 4th down on the field.
Yeah, they mark it for 3rd down. So that's one that kind of leaves everybody scratching their heads, and unless they must have explained something to Darrell Angleton, otherwise you'd think he'd have questioned the down. So now it's 3rd and 4 at the 5 for the Eagles. Back to throw. He's got a man at the end zone, and an Explorer defender got his hand in at the last moment and broke it up. I think he got a hand on it. If not, the receiver just dropped it. But so now it's going to be 4th down on their 5th try. This is kind of like Colorado and Mizzou from a quarter century ago, right?
Not too many people around remember that.
I suspect when the official went over and explained to Explorer head coach Daryl Angleton what was going on. They must have talked about the down because he never once questioned the downs, and it's pretty apparent. Now a running play right up the middle. Phil dives for the goal line. He's in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run by Noah Phil, and the Eagles are on the board on their 5th try. And we don't understand why they got an extra down, but they most certainly did, and on that extra down they scored.
That was a pretty good play. Toby really had a very good half. Every time he's run the ball, he's got positive yardage. That time he faked the handoff to the jet sweep and took it straight up the middle and bowled his way into the end zone.
Now Chandler Powell will attempt to add point number 14 for the Eagles. Snap to spot, the kick, it's a low line drive, it goes through the uprights, it's good. And with 6:07 remaining in the first half, the score now, the Civic Memorial Eagles 14, the Marquette Explorers nothing. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Kickoff. And the Explorers will return from their own 15, out across the 20 to the 25 to the 30 and out to about the 32, almost the 33-yard line for the Explorers. Goes number 5, Devon Berry, and the Explorers will start their 3rd possession, 1st and 10 right there. Well, that was the weirdest series I ever saw. The Eagles had it 1st and 10 at the Marquette 11. They got a 6-yard running play from Alex Glover to the 5-yard line to make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd and 4, Phil threw a pass into the end zone that went off the hands of either an Explorer defender or the Eagle receiver, hit the crossbar, and then into the hands of an Eagle, another Eagle receiver. They initially called it a touchdown, then they waved it off, put the ball back at the 5, and ran 2nd down all over again. And nobody quite sure why. There's a pass completed for the Explorers into Eagle territory down to the Eagle 41-yard line. So from the Explorer 32 to the Eagle 41, and who was that on the reception, Joe? It's number 11 for the Explorers, Devin Fields.
That was a pump and go. Where faked the first pass, the Eagles defenders bid on it, and Fields took off down the sideline, and Ware hit him right in stride. Fortunately for the Eagles, they were able to catch up to him and bring him down. It was a good play for the Explorers out to the 41-yard line of the Eagles.
A 27-yard completion for Marquette on that play, and their 5th first down of the night. The Eagles have 8 first downs. Now a running play up the middle it goes, and inside the 40 down to the 38 goes Davion Simmons for the Explorers, a gain of about 3 on that carry.
Quick hit for the Explorers, really the first time they tried a play like that, Sam, and it was fairly successful for them. Maybe if the Eagles could come down a little more.
2nd down and 7, Marquette at the Eagle 38-yard line. The light's starting to take effect now here as the sun has set. Now a swing pass out to the left side. That's actually a lateral, and out there for the Explorers, Simmons, and he's thrown for a 4-yard loss. That'll go down as a running play, as that pass was a lateral pass. And they lose 4 as the Eagles were Johnny on the spot. Had Simmons covered. He actually lost 5 on that play.
Yeah, Ware's pass was a little behind him. He had to kind of jump up to catch it and reach back, and he was a little off balance, and the Eagles had a player right there covering him to able to bring him down shortly thereafter. So that play didn't
Stop by Reams brings up a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 11 for Marquette. CM with a 14-0 lead. And playing well here on their home field in front of a big crowd on a beautiful night here at Hauser Field. Now here comes a blitz. Ware rolls to his right. He is going to take off with it. Caleb Ware knocked out of bounds on the far sideline at about the 37-yard line after a gain of about 5, and it's going to bring about 4th down for Marquette. Now last time they faced 4th down on this part of the field, they punted. Let's see if they do the same or if this time they go for it. It's going to be 4th and about 6.
About 4 minutes to go in the period. You've got to decide whether or not you trust the defense to stop the Eagles with this good field position if they were to take over inside around the 35-yard line.
3rd and 6 for Marquette at the Eagle 37-yard line. The clock rolling with 3:45 remaining in the first half, and Marquette does keep the offense on the field. 2 receivers to each side of the field, and now Marquette will call, well, somebody calls a timeout. It has to be Marquette because they're the only ones with a timeout remaining. So before they go for it on 4th and 6, they want to talk about it. 3:39 remaining in the half. The Eagles 14, the Explorers nothing. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
Explorers, Ware back to throw, lets it go out to the right. He's got his man, good for a first down to the Eagle 27-yard line. That was Devin Fields once again. 1st and 10, Explorers, and
Completion results in a
completion good for about 9 yards on the play.
That was just kind of like the old style button hook. And Fields just ran down the sideline and stopped about 5 yards past the first down marker, and Ware hit him with a bullet right in the gut.
1st and 10, Explorers at the Eagle 27-yard line. Ware rolls to his left. The southpaw lets it go. He's got his man inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line. Goes the receiver for Marquette. That's Zachary Smith. And a pickup of 10 and another Marquette first down.
Now Ware's got the Eagles linebackers and cornerbacks watching him when he rolls out. They think he's going to run, and that left Smith wide open underneath everybody for a nice pickup. Another first down.
1st and 10, Explorers at the Eagle 17-yard line. Marquette looking to cut into the Eagle 14-point lead. 2 receivers to each side of the field. Here is the handoff, and that's Smith. Up the middle he goes. Actually on the carry, it was Zachary Smith. As they put a receiver in motion, handed him the football in that jet sweep. And he cut it up inside and picked up 2 to the 15-yard line.
He really didn't have the outside, wasn't there. It looked like the Eagles had cut that off, so he cut it up. There was a decent hole there, but it closed quickly.
2nd down and 8, Marquette. The clock rolling with 2:22 remaining here in the first half. The Eagles lead 14-0. The line of scrimmage, the Eagle 15-yard line. Where to throw over the middle. He's got his man near the goal line and off his fingertips and incomplete. Just a little bit too much mustard on that pass intended for Zachary Smith, but it had to have mustard because he was splitting two Eagle defenders.
Yeah, he had to throw that hard, and he had to throw it where he threw it. Otherwise, he had to risk the interception, as the Eagle linebackers had a good drop on that play, and he was a very small window to try and throw it into. It just didn't work out.
Smith made a diving attempt. I think got a hand on it, but couldn't rake it in. Now 3rd and 8 at the Eagle 15 for the Explorers. Ware rolls to his left, lets it go downfield off the fingertips of his intended receiver. That was number 5, Devon Barry. And Barry just couldn't quite haul it in, or he'd had a first down at about the 5-yard line. Now it's 4th down for the Explorers at the Eagle 15-yard line.
Well, they roll Ware out to the left. He throws to the left, and he just needed really about 5 more yards on the out bounds side to make a completed pass. It was too tight to the sideline.
On 4th and 8, here comes a blitz by the Eagles. The Explorers roll to the left, and Ware throws it into the end zone incomplete, but there is a flag at the line of scrimmage, ineligible man downfield, and so the Eagles will end up taking over on downs, because I think ineligible man's a loss of down anyway, but it doesn't matter. They'll decline it and take over on downs. And Caleb Ware was a little upset with himself. Now, first of all, he was rolling to his right. He's a left-handed thrower, so that's a tough throw. He had a man open going towards the back corner of the end zone and just overthrew him, and Ware was upset because he thought he should have made that throw. But the Explorer drive bogs down, and the Eagles take over on downs with a 14-point lead and 2:03 remaining in the first half clock.
So now the Eagles, they've been able, the last drive they showed they could run the ball when they spread the Explorers out. First 2 drives they were able to pass the ball pretty effectively against the Explorers. So we'll see what they try to do here with 2 minutes to go. Marquette should get the ball at the beginning of the second half, so we think the Eagles will try and get some type of points here before we.
Well, that was a big stop by the Eagles, because if the Explorers get on the board there, as you said, the Explorers will have the first possession of the second half. Now here's a running play right up the middle as they go with a tight formation, and a gain of a couple on that carry. On the carry for the Eagles, I think that was 47, Briley Christensen.
Ball carry for the Eagles. Brought down by number 28, Alex Barnhart.
He's got about 3 yards on the play. Again, the Eagles were backed up inside their 20, and they just try to hold the ball forward. There don't seem to be any kind of hurry here. There's only a minute and a half to go.
We'll call it a gain of 2 out to the 17-yard line. Well, Marquette does have 1 timeout remaining, so the Eagles are going to just take their time and apparently try to run as much time off as they can. Now here is the handoff and a running play out to the left side, and on the carry for the Eagles was number 33, Nick Walker. And now Marquette's going to use their final timeout. Walker picked up about 3. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. And I'll give Walker did a good job there because he avoided being run out of bounds. The Explorers were going to try and run him out of bounds, and when he saw he was hemmed in, he went down, and that forced Marquette to use their 3rd and final timeout. So a big 3rd and 4 coming up here in terms of the fact if the Eagles get a first down, they'll essentially run the half out. If the Eagles can get a stop, if the Explorers can get a stop, they can force the Eagles to punt. I would guess then Marquette would probably try to go for a block and try and make something happen.
So if they run the ball here and don't get the first down, they'll probably snap the ball with about 30 seconds to go or less on 4th down. So the Explorers almost would have to block the punt.
Now we'll see what kind of a gunslinger Mike Parmentier wants to be, because this is a perfect opportunity. Marquette's going to be expecting, CM may come out in a tight formation. Marquette's going to be expecting a running play. You can fake a handoff into the line, have Turby Phil take a couple steps back and shoot somebody down the middle of the field. They do come out in a spread formation, so now Marquette's wondering what they're going to be facing here.
It's similar to what they did the last time they were down here, and they ran number 6 off the right side.
3rd and 4 Eagles, and here's the give right up the middle, and they're going to get a first down and then some. And a pickup of about 7 on that carry. And that was Parchment. That's what you call it, Joe. And the 9th first down of the night for the Eagles. And now the clock rolling with 55 seconds remaining in the half. Now the Eagles have all the time they want in terms of the fact that if they want to try and throw something down the field, make something happen. 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. And they give it to Parchment, and he's hit and brought down for no gain on the play. Actually, a loss of 3 on the play.
Met in the backfield, number 78, Ralph Williams, and number 63, Jacob Gatorman.
Stopped it. He tried to make a move at the line, lost a yard.
Now they don't.
I think they'll just let it go.
Yeah, they don't have to run another play, and they will not. The final 12 seconds will roll off the clock, and the first half of the first game of the new season will go on the books. And at halftime, the score from Hauser Field here in Bethalto. The Civic Memorial Eagles 14, the Marquette Explorers nothing. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Moore's Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East's premier sports bar and grill. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Morris Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at brightwayimaging.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East's premier sports bar and grill. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Moore's Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at brightwayimaging.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Moore's Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Morse Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honesty, integrity, quality, service, and value. Visit us at MHI1962.com or call 46-50505.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East's premier sports bar and grill. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Morse Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
Morse Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Morse Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honesty, integrity, quality, service, and value. Visit us at MHI1962.com or call 46-50505.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember.
And so on what looked like maybe it was fifth down, it was actually fourth down, the Eagles scored their second touchdown. All set for the Eagle kickoff. Explorers have 2 men deep, and this one is going to sail out of bounds on the far sideline. And let's see if Marquette makes them kick it again, or they take it out at the 40. Yeah, they're going to, well, they're talking to, went over to the bench. No, they're going to kick it again. They went over, they walked past the Marquette bench, and I think head coach Darrell Angleton said, kick it again. So that's the second Eagle penalty of the night. So this time the Eagles will kick from their 35.
Penalty is declined by the Explorers, and Powell will tee it up and kick it in.
Back deep for the Explorers are Javion Morgan and Davion Simmons. It's the Javion and Davion show. Well, actually, I think one of those is Smith. Now it goes through the hands of the Explorer deep man. He goes back and picks it up at his own 3. Out across the 10 to the 15 and out to the 20, and that backfired on Marquette big time, as that time the Eagle kicker, Powell, got a toe into it, and the Explorer deep man went back, couldn't get his hands on it. It went through his hands, and he had to go back and pick it up at the 4-yard line. That was Devon Berry.
They were playing, and the Explorers deep men were at the 20-yard line, which I thought was the ball was just over his head.
Dakota Blocky on the stop for the Eagles.
So Marquette lost 20 yards of field position on that. They start 1st and 10 from their own 20. Caleb Ware sends a pair of receivers to each side of the field, and he drops to throw. Rolls to his left, looking downfield. Now he's going to run with it. Turns it upfield, makes a nice move. Crosses the 25, out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for Ware and a first down for the Explorers.
Developing run. He looked like he was going to throw it, but there wasn't really anybody open. And then when he did take off the run, he made a really nice move to avoid a couple tacklers. And a nice run to pick up the first down at the 31.
The 8th first down of the night for the Explorers. 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Just underway, second half. Civic Memorial leading it 14-0. 2 receivers wide right. That's the wide side of the field. 2 more wide left. And here is a handoff and a running play to the right side, and the Explorers try to turn that right corner. That's Davion Simmons. And Simmons gets little or nothing on that carry.
The Eagles strung it out really well, made him go far side of the field, and that allowed their defensive backs to shed the Marquette blockers and come up and make the play. Probably gained about half a yard.
2nd down and 10 for the Explorers, just outside their own 31-yard line. Javion Morgan comes wide to the left side. In the left slot, it's Zachary Smith. And here's a handoff and a running play to the left side this time. Simmons trying to turn that left corner, gets to the line of scrimmage, and is hammered to the turf. A crunching tackle there. And it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Explorers.
Simmons tried to turn it upfield. He thought he had a little seam there, but the Eagle defender just stuck his helmet right in the middle of his chest and brought him down as he tried to cut it out the field. Very nice tackle.
On the third down play, the football on the near hash mark, the wide side of the field, the right side of the field. Two receivers to each side of the field. Ware back to throw, now flushed out of there, rolls to his left, pulls it down, one man to beat, and he can't beat him. He gains two on the play. If he had beaten that tackler, he was going to run for a first down. But stopped after a 2-yard pickup and a punting situation for Marquette.
He was going to throw the pass, and he actually slowed down.
Eagles defense forcing a 4th and long.
He kept running, he had a better chance because the defender didn't fight on the fake at all. Just came up quickly and made the tackle.
Jonah Fonestock back in punt formation for the Explorers. Stands at his own 20-yard line. Gets a good snap and gets the kick away, and it's a nice high kick. Rather short. It takes an Explorer hop at the 45 of the Eagles, down inside the 40, down to about the 37 or 38-yard line. And that's where Civic Memorial's first possession of the second half will start. The Eagles leading it 14-0. They've got the football with 8:55 showing on the third quarter clock. Well, the Explorers, after
Eagles offense will take over 1st and 10.
after a good play on the first play of that possession, tried 2 running plays, and actually 3 running plays. 2 were designed runs, and then the third one was Ware running out of pass formation and got little or nothing.
Promising when they started it off, but didn't go very far.
The Eagles have been solid here tonight. Their junior quarterback, Noah Turbyfill, has been very impressive. Here's a give right up the middle on the carry for the Eagles. Parchman, Huron Parchman, he's their leading rusher for the night. He picks up 2 on that carry. Parchman, 6 carries for 66 yards.
Look, man, he gets the ball, he's at full speed within a step and a half. He hits that line 2X pace, and with a lot of power. The Explorers actually hit him at the line of scrimmage, but he's able to get his forward momentum to want him to pick up 2 yards.
Second down and 8, Civic Memorial from their own 40-yard line. Turbyfield takes the snap, turns, hands it to Parchman. Parchman breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, still on his horse across midfield and down to the Explorer 48-yard line. A pickup of 12 on that carry, and a great block, breaking of the tackle at the line of scrimmage by Parchman.
That was an hard tackle. First down.
Nice run. Got a first down out of it into the Marquette territory.
The Eagles' 10th first down of the night, 1st and 10 at the Explorer 48-yard line. The Eagles leading 14-0. Marquette can ill afford to give up more. Here is a fake running play. Now a quick pass out to the left side. Good for a nice gainer there. Down to the Explorer 41-yard line. Making the reception there was Clocky for the Eagles. And if his feet hadn't slipped, he might have had more. He picked up 8 as it was.
He tried to make a move against the Marquette defender. He just kind of slipped. I think his knee barely touched or did hit. And after that, he picked up another 3 yards. But Marquette back just outside the game.
Turbyfill has completed 8 of 12 attempts for 143 yards and a touchdown, and a couple of those incompletions were dropped. 2nd and 2 Eagles. Now here's the give to Parchman right up the middle. This time he's stacked up and brought down for no gain on the play.
Yeah, that was good play by the ball carrier, defensive line, linebacker.
Hit first by number 72, Matthew Dixon.
Running back on that play, Parchman, before he could really get going. No gain on the play.
Eagles offense will face a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 for the Eagles, just outside the Marquette 40-yard line. The clock rolling with 6:35 remaining here in the third quarter. The Eagles with that 14-0 lead. Receivers left and right. Turbyfill in the pistol. Quick pass out to the right side, completes it, and the Explorer defense swarms and brings the receiver down for no gain on the play. Making the reception that time for the Eagles was Logan Turbyfill. He's a freshman.
The Explorers that play quickly, and they were able to get out there and keep them from picking up the first down. I mean, he started in the flat, has been successful on that pass a couple times for at least 5 or 6 yards. This time the Explorers stopped them for no gain. Looks like they're going to try and go for it again on fourth.
Just outside the Explorer 40-yard line, so this is a big play.
They may punt.
And they give it to the third running back. He's got first down yardage and then some down inside the 35, well, right at the 35. And a pickup of 5 on that carry for Nick Walker, as he had plenty of blockers. That was that stacked eye. 3 running backs lined up right behind the quarterback, and when they turned and handed it to the deep man, he had all kinds of blockers out in front.
They did a good job of pushing the Explorers back and giving them 5 yards on the play, gave them the first down. Fourth downs have been very good for the Eagles.
The 11th first down of the night for the Eagles, and the Eagles making full use of their timeouts here tonight. Take another one.
Well, you know, it's the first game of the year. It's a learning experience.
Timeout on the field called by the Eagles.
Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Morse Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honesty, integrity, quality, service, and value. Visit us at MHI1962.com or call 46-50505.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Don't forget, following the game, we'll name the Munganast Alton Toyota players of the game. And the Eagles driving in Marquette territory once again following the CM timeout. 1st and 10 Eagles at the Marquette 35-yard line. The Eagles would like to punch one in here and give themselves some breathing room. Here is a handoff to Parchman. Parchman breaks the tackle, still on his feet inside the 30. Breaks it outside, inside the 20, to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Oh no, they say he stepped out at the 1. He was bumped out at the 1-yard line, but what a run by Parchman, a 34-yard gain. 1st and goal, Eagles at the 1.
Parchman takes it down the 1-yard line. Sets up a first and goal for the Eagles.
Out on the open field, so he can run. He beat a couple of the Explorers, and he was blocked as well. Got to the sideline, got all the way down, and had to be inside the 1-yard line. Couldn't be up on the far road.
Parchman, 9 carries for 112 yards on the night. 1st and goal, Eagles at the Explorer 1-yard line. Now they go to that triple I once again. Kirby Phil under center, takes a snap, turns, gives it to one of the up men, and he's in for the touchdown. Let's see who gets up with the football. I'm not sure who it was, but it was a 1-yard touchdown dive. And we'll figure out who it was. It wasn't the deep man this time. Even the PA announcer doesn't know who it was. He just says touchdown Eagles. Jay, did you see who it was? Nobody knows who it was. It was 47, Christensen. 37, Christensen, his 2nd carry of the night. Or 47, I'm sorry, Briley Christensen. A 1-yard touchdown plunge, and the Eagles extend their lead. And now the extra point attempt upcoming. So the Eagles so far have scored 1 touchdown in each quarter. This one comes with 5:05 remaining in the 3rd quarter. A 1-yard run by Briley Christensen. And now Chandler Powell will attempt to add point number 21, the snap, the spot, the kick. And this one's blocked. No good. And now we've got a little pushing and shoving down there. And the officials do a good job and get everybody separated. Certainly don't like to see that. After the blocked extra point, the score, the Eagles 20, the Explorers nothing, and no harm done, no flags thrown. Both teams sent to their benches, and I'm sure both will be warned to know more of the extracurriculars. 5:05 remaining third quarter, the Eagles 20, the Explorers nothing. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
Experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer. We want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Shown flashes, both offensively and defensively, and then they've shown lapses, both offensively and defensively. And Civic Memorial, quite frankly, has looked relatively sharp. A few miscues here and there, but wow, what a job by their quarterback tonight, Noah Turbyfill, completing 9 of 13 passes for 143 yards, and then the running of Curon Parchman to complement that. Parchman, 9 carries for 112 yards. That's a pretty good 1-2 punch.
Been able to execute, and that's really what's been hurting the Explorers tonight. They haven't executed when they needed it.
So Chandler Powell with the ball teed at his own 40-yard line and gets the kick away. And again, it goes over the head of the Explorer deep man and into the end zone. Luckily for the Explorers, Marquette just doesn't have their deep man back deep enough. That time it was, I'm not sure who that was. Yeah, you told me who number 13 was before, and that's who it was. Yeah, it was Clifford Chandler. And he was back there that time, and he wasn't deep enough either. But it worked out well for the Explorers because it had enough momentum to carry into the end zone. Now, is there a... No. I thought they were moving the Explorers back, but the official would just had something to say to them. 1st and 10 Marquette from their own 20-yard line.
I'd like to see them just put a drive together, say, at some point. Just get some time off the clock, maybe just have a good sustained drive to give them some confidence.
Receivers left and right. Back to throw. Caleb Ware completes it. He's got Javion Morgan. He puts a move on, crosses the 30, out to the 37-yard line, and a gain of 17 on that completion from Ware to Morgan.
That's just another short tackle for the Eagles. He stops in an open field and an open seam, and the Explorers had a wingback that was out in the flat. The Eagles actually went up to defend against him, and that left Morgan wide open, and a good lane for Caleb Ware to throw the ball into him. Good game for the Explorers.
1st and 10 Marquette from their own 37. Ware back to throw, lets it go. He's got his man on a slant. That's a completion out to the 43, maybe the 44-yard line. And making that reception for the Explorers was number 11, Fields. And a gain of about 6. Is there a flag on the play? There is. And it's going to be roughing the passer against the Eagles, so they'll tack on to that 6-yard pickup.
Well, on that play, the Explorers had 2 receivers within 3 feet of each other. And initially I thought the pass was going to the other receiver.
The play is for roughing the passer against the Eagles.
Fields made a nice little move and picked up a couple of yards after he caught it. And this penalty is going to move the ball all the way down to the 41-yard line of the Eagles, giving the Explorers a 1st down.
15-yard walk-off on top of the play. And it takes it down to the Eagle 41-yard line. 13th first down of the night for the Explorers. Now a long pass deep down the left sideline. intended for Javion Morgan, but he was well covered. Ware just overthrew everybody.
3 or 4 defensive backs that play pretty deep there. They're not going to allow the Explorers to get behind them this late.
The clock stopped with 4:02 remaining here in the third quarter. This could be a long quarter and a half here. If Marquette's going to be throwing the ball, and of course when the Eagles get it, they'll try to run the clock. Second down and 10, Marquette at the Eagle 41-yard line. CM leading 20-0. Caleb Ware drops to throw, now sprinting out to his left, looking downfield, lets it go, has his man, Javion Morgan, at the 28-yard line, good for another Marquette first down. That one covered 13 yards.
Really nice play. He tried to break up the pass and was unsuccessful at that. Morgan followed it. I give Lowen a chance to come back and make the tackle. He's really saved the Eagles another 15, 20 yards.
Morgan now 3 receptions for 39 yards. Ware has completed 9 of 13 passes for 103 yards. So he's not far from Turbyfield's numbers. We've seen some good quarterback play here tonight. Marquette, did they take the timeout, or is it it's a delay of game penalty? They do have some fields, and this is one of them, has that play clock, so
Delay of game against the Explorers.
Shouldn't be a surprise. That's only Marquette's second penalty of the night.
It seemed like they were late getting the play into them because when they broke the huddle, there was only 9 seconds left. And they just kind of walked up to the line and didn't seem to be in any kind of hurry.
First and 15 Explorers at the Eagle 34-yard line. 2 receivers to each side of the field, and now one of the linemen jumps too early for Marquette. So that's their third penalty of the night. So just as they move the ball into Eagle territory, they commit 2 penalties, really just mental errors. And now it's first and 20 at the Eagle 39.
Obviously, that was
they now plays first and 20.
Left tackle was pulling, getting the running back. Took off
2 receivers wide left, 2 more wide right. Ware drops to throw. Now he's going to run right up the middle. Lots of running room. Puts a move on at the 30. Hit and brought down at the 29-yard line. So he got 10 of it back. It'll be second and 10, Marquette.
He was
Number 72, Chandler.
keeping good. Made a wise decision to just run it up the middle thing and
Picked up 10.
They lost on penalties.
So it'll be second and 10 for the Explorers at the Eagle 29-yard line. The clock rolling with 2:55 remaining in the third quarter. The Eagles a 20-0 lead. They led 7-0 at the end of one quarter, 14-0 at halftime. They've added one more touchdown, missed the extra point here in the third quarter, lead at 20-0. On second and 10 for the Explorers. Now we've got movement on the line, and who moved first? I think it's the Explorers once again.
He went the ball and moved it and didn't snap it. The Eagles couldn't cross the line. No, the Explorers could move.
So on this series, 3 5-yard penalties against the Explorers, and it's second and 15 at the Eagle 34.
False start against the Marquette Explorers.
That's a mistake. First game jitters and first time center for the varsity. Those things are going to happen.
Now here's Ware dropping to throw, lets it go over the middle. He's got Morgan down at the 19-yard line. A sliding catch by Javion Morgan. They give him the 18, and it's good for 16 yards and another Explorer first down.
He put that ball really where only Morgan could get it. If he'd have thrown it up a little higher, Morgan may have been able to catch it and run a little farther. But he did have a defender right on to him. Good play for the Explorers. Safe play, getting the first down.
The 11th first down of the night for the Explorers. Morgan now with 4 receptions for 55 yards. Receivers left and right, first and 10, Marquette at the Eagle 18-yard line. Ware rolling to his left. He's going to run. He's got room to run. Inside the 10, at the 5. Touchdown! Touchdown! Is it? Yes, Caleb Ware in for the touchdown. He kind of took the long way around. I thought he was going to step in, and he kind of stepped to his left and then got a hit and just got over the goal line. But an 18-yard touchdown run by Caleb Ware, and that was a wise decision. As he rolled to his right, there was nothing but green out there. And then he cut it back up inside and finally made it across the goal line for the Explorers' first score of the season.
Ware was headed in his mind that he was going to run that, and he took off the minute he got the snap. He got some good blocking by the Explorers on the end. It sealed the Eagles from getting out there, and like you said, he had wide open spaces to run until he got to about the 5-yard line. Then he had to work to get into the end zone, and he was able to accomplish that. So it's a good play for the Explorers.
Jonah Fanistock with the extra point attempt. Explorers one man short. This comes out of the hold of Gerald Nave. The snap, the spot, the kick, it's up high, long, and it's good. 1:51 remaining in the third quarter. The score, Civic Memorial 20, Marquette 7. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
With Joe Barrett, Sam Stam back at Hauser Field in Bethalto, the Marquette Explorers on the board. Ware has thrown for 119 yards and rushed for 71. So he's been a big chunk, and Marquette does do an onside kick. It was hit by one of the Eagle up men, slides out of bounds. I thought sure one of the Eagle men touched it, and it went out of bounds. They threw a flag, but now maybe they'll discuss this. Did you think the Eagles touched it before it went out of bounds?
I couldn't tell if it changed direction. It was on the far side of the field.
So,
it wouldn't matter either way. If it touched him and went out at the 40, then it's their ball at the 40. They take the penalty.
Yeah, but I have to know whether to put that down as a penalty. They did call it a penalty against Marquette. And I'm sure there's no way CM's going to make him kick it again. You wouldn't think.
Procedure for the Explorers as the kickoff kick goes out of bounds.
So the Explorers,
and the Eagle offense will start from their 45.
well, they put it at 45, so I don't know if that's where it rolled out or that's where the penalty yardage was walked off. But at any rate, that's what we're going to do. But the Explorers would hope to get a 3-and-out here and see if they can come back and get an early fourth quarter score and make a game of it. The Eagles, on the other hand, know that if they can march down, take some time off the clock, and put another score on the board, they might put too much distance between themselves and the Explorers for Marquette's ability to come back. Turbyfield, pump fake, lets it go deep down the left side, and that is incomplete. The Eagle receiver ran up the back of the Explorer defender, but the Explorer defender had the right to the space. Some of the CM fans holler they wanted a penalty, but it was a clean play all the way, incomplete pass.
That time the cornerback for the Explorers did not bite on the pump fake. He stayed deep the entire time. Had good position. That ball was 5-6 yards overthrown. It's not going to be completed. pretty good idea. Not throwing it the way the Explorer could get used.
Second down and 10 Eagles, and that plays into the Explorers' hands in that it stops the clock with 1:46 remaining in the third quarter. The Eagles, with the spread formation, trips to the right side. This time they run it. They give it to Parchment, and he is thrown for no gain on the play. May have lost yardage. What a hit there by the Explorers' Luke Daniel.
Linebackers blitz on each side, and they force Parchment to run inside. And like you said, the inside tackle, he had good position and just wrapped him up and brought him down, loss of the yard.
So 3rd and 11 for the Eagles.
Might want to watch the screen pass on this.
Well, CM has run 2 screen passes to great effect. Now Turbyfield rolling to his right, flags are thrown. He lets it go deep down the right sideline, and that is broken up by the Explorer defender there. Now we'll have to check the flag. That was Devin Fields, and a great play by Fields, who had underneath coverage, went high in the air to tip that one away.
Fields laid that ball right into the lap of the receiver, and he put a lot of air underneath it, and that allowed the Explorers to react to plant the ball in the air and deflect it out of harm's way.
Now let's see what the flag's all about. Illegal procedure against the Eagles declined, and so CM, I don't think they've punted tonight, have they? Did they punt once? See, you have a better memory than I do. You are. Not much. Youth is underrated. 4th and 11 for the Eagles from their own 45-yard line. Now, they played into Marquette's hands there, 2 incomplete passes and a running play, and they took less than a minute off the clock. And now, let's see if the Explorers go for, no, they're going to go for a return. I thought they might go for a block. And, here's a nice catch by the Javion Morgan. Morgan to the 20, reverses his field to the 25, trying to find the right sideline across the 35 to the 40. He's still on his feet, dancing, and finally brought down at the 45-yard line. What a return by Javion Morgan, starting with the catch.
Yeah, ball was over his head. His hands were
It's moving his field at man number 1, Javion Morgan.
He's able to stop.
Left side line by number 47, Bradley Christensen.
And make a good return. Start off to the left. Got a wall of blockers on the right-hand side. Took down the field that way. And got over near the sideline, broke 2 or 3 tackles, but there were just too many Eagles there. They brought him down at the 45.
So, this could get interesting. The Explorers, down by 13, have it 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line here late in the third quarter. Caleb Ware back to throw, looking down the right sideline, lets it go deep, and that is broken up. Glover for the Eagles broke it up. Alex Glover's, that one was a little bit underthrown, and Glover actually had a good shot at an interception.
He was even interested in catching. It didn't look like it, Sam. It looked like he batted the ball right to the surface instead of trying to catch it. Like you said, Fields was 3 or 4 yards behind him, and Ware just held on to the ball just a little too long and couldn't get it far enough out of Fields. Fields was under it. He had to slow down. That allowed the defender to break it up.
There's a pretty stiff breeze blowing now, and it's coming out of the south, and Ware threw into that breeze. But I mean, it's whipping pretty good right now, so that could have an effect. On 2nd and 10 for the Explorers, Caleb Ware back to throw out to the right side. He's got his man. It's a completion just shy of 1st down yardage. Devin Fields, and a gain of 9 for the Explorers to bring about 3rd and 1.
If Ware doesn't go downfield, he's got a slat on his left side on that play. He had a receiver, I believe it was Davion Simmons, wide open. Nobody within 20 yards.
3rd and 1 Explorers, and they're going to throw. Now Ware will run with it out to his right. He's got 1st down yardage still on his feet at the 40, down to the 35-yard line where he's stacked up. A 10-yard pickup, an 11-yard pickup on the final play of the third quarter for Marquette, and they have it 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
They went on a quick snap. The Explorers got up to the line of scrimmage on the first sound they set, snap the ball, and Ware took
That's
off
the
to
end of
right.
the third quarter.
The birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Moore's Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Moore's Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honesty, integrity, quality, service, and value. Visit us at MHI1962.com or call 46-50505.
Quarter 14-0 at the half. They led 20-0 midway through the third quarter. The Explorers came back and put a score on the board late in the third quarter. Now Marquette faces 1st and 10 at the Eagle 35-yard line as we start the fourth quarter. And Caleb Ware rolls to his left. The southpaw lets it go downfield. He's got a man wide open. Completes it at the 20, at the 15. Still on his feet. To the 10, to the 5. That's a touchdown. What a run. What a run by the Explorers, Devon Berry. No flags on the field, and the Explorers have cut it to a one-score game. And what a run by Devon Berry.
Closed down him quickly, but he just made 3 or 4 outstanding moves, broke a couple tackles, and just headed toward the end zone. That was a very electrifying run.
A 35-yard touchdown pass from Caleb Ware to Devon Berry, but give most of the credit to Berry, who really put on a show running the final 20 yards. He broke a tackle at the 20, broke a couple more at the 10, and then sidestepped a guy at the 5 before he took it into the end zone for the touchdown. And now Marquette will try to cut a 7-point deficit to 6 if they can tack on the extra point. Well, their kicker, Fanistock, is a soccer player. Just like last year, they had a kicker who was a soccer player, played soccer, and then came out on Fridays and kicked the football. So they said he worked all summer at kicking the football. So
there's just a lot more going into an extra point than just the kick.
Yeah.
We saw that on the block extra point for the Eagles.
Jonah Fanistock out of the hold of Gerald Nave. The snap, the spot, the kick, and that one is tipped at the line. It was a low line drive. No good, wide to the left. And so with 11:47 remaining here in the fourth quarter, the score now, the Eagles 20, the Explorers 13. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the RiverBend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
Along with Joe Barrett back at Hauser Field in Bethalto, where the Marquette Explorers have been resurrected. It's almost like Easter. Marquette down 20-0 late in the third quarter, has scored on its last 2 possessions and cut it to a 7-point football game. Each team has missed an extra point. CM 20, Marquette 13, and the Eagles, that last possession of theirs was a key. They went 3 and out through 2 incomplete passes and 1 running play. It took less than a minute off the clock, and then the Explorers came out and just marched right down the field. ending up with a scintillating run after the catch by Devon Berry. And this place is alive. Lots of noise being made on both sides of the field. And this time the Explorers pooch it, and the Eagles will return from their own 34, and two Eagle players bump into each other, and the return man falls down. It was a catch by Gage Thornton, who was one of the up men. And then as he went to try and run, one of his blockers in front of him turned around to see what was going on and knocked him down. Could have been. Could have been.
Strategic kickoff by the Explorers. They didn't want to kick it deep, so they kicked it to the up man to see if maybe they could catch him with the jibber hand, maybe drop the ball or something. That the Eagles really have decent field position at their own 34.
First and 10 right there for CM, who went 3 and out on their last possession. And they've see their 20-point lead cut to 7. Now Turbyfield lets it go out to the right side, incomplete, off the hands of the intended receiver. And an Explorer defender thought he might have a shot at it, but it hit turf before he could get there.
Odd play from the very beginning. It didn't look to me like the Eagles were really set when they started. And they had a couple of receivers. One slipped down, the other one missed the pass. It just didn't look like it was in sync.
Second down and 10, and again that stops the clock. 11:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and it's a 7-point ball game. The Eagles on top. They've led throughout. On second and 10 from their own 34, Turbyfield turns, hands it off, up the middle it goes, nothing there. The Explorer defense closes it down on the carry. It's Alex Glover, and he might have gained a half yard at best. And Turbyfield's gone 0 for 3 on the last 2 possessions combined thus far. On third and 10, here is a running play up the middle. Glover has first down yardage, still on his feet. Makes a spin move at midfield to the Explorer 40. Blocking out in front, takes it down inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. And what a great play at the right time by Alex Glover. A 39-yard run by Alex Glover. Up until then, he had carried 3 times for 5 yards, and right there he reels off 39, a big first down, and now the Eagles are thinking about putting more points on the board. First and 10 Eagles at the Explorer 27-yard line. Here's the give to Glover once again, trying to go wide to the right side, cuts it back, eluding tacklers, and picks up a yard down to the 26-yard line. He looks like he can be dangerous, and I think he's got pretty fresh legs, although he's been playing wide out. But he hasn't run the ball in the back, out of the backfield very often. They're going to put that down for no gain, though.
The Explorers really got good penetration. As he tried to go outside initially, and there was nothing there, he tried to cut it back. Looked like he had a little bit of an opening, but the soldiers
Yeah, the Eagles are going to use a timeout, but they're going to wait for the play clock to run all the way down with a 7-point lead in the fourth quarter to burn as much as they can before using their second timeout of the second half. We'll take a timeout as well here on WBGZ Alton, Riverbend High School football. 9:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Civic Memorial 20, Marquette 13. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
From the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do,
and let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Second and 10 Eagles at the Marquette 27-yard line. The Eagles with a 7-point lead here early fourth quarter. On the second down play, out of the stacked eye, they give to the deep man, and he's got good yardage down inside the 20, down to about the 19-yard line. That was Nick Walker, and a gain of 8, maybe 9 on that carry. It's going to be third and about 1 for the Eagles.
Overpowering the Explorer defensive line. They had positive yardage every time they beat.
Third and 1 for the Eagles at the Marquette 19-yard line. Again, from the triple I. Tight end to the left. Turbyfield turns, gives it to Walker, the third man through the line. He's down inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 12 on that carry, and there's just too many blockers in front of the running back for the Explorers to account for.
He's a big kid, he just stays low, keeps his legs moving and leaning forward. Made a nice run.
Well, we may look back at that 39-yard run by Alex Glover on 3rd and 10, and that might be one of the biggest plays in the game, because if the Explorers get a stop there, they get the football back with a chance to score a tying touchdown. Now the Eagles are knocking on the door, first and goal. Well, it's not first and goal. It is first and goal at the 7-yard line of the Explorers. Again from the triple I. This time they give it to an up man, and he's stacked up after a gain of maybe a yard. That was Christensen that time, Briley Christensen, who scored a touchdown earlier, and he gained a yard, maybe 2, down to the Explorer 5-yard line. They put it right at the 5.
It was a good play by the Marquette defense to stack that up that time to where we really had nowhere to run.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 5 Eagles.
Well, the line of scrimmage was the 7, and he took it down to the 5. So, second and goal, Eagles at the Marquette 5-yard line. A critical series here. Again, the triple I. This time, the deep man. Walker gets it, breaks a tackle, rides an Explorer tackler down to the 1-yard line. Maybe the 2. We'll wait for the spot. And that Eagle offensive line is getting some push off the line of scrimmage. They put it down at the 2, so that was a gain of 3 there by Walker. Third and goal at the 2 for CM.
He just has the Explorers off balance when he hits the line. They're reeling, and he gets to pick up that 3 yards.
There's not been a turnover in this game. Third and goal, Eagles. Again from the triple I. Give to Walker. Walker to the left side. Dances into the end zone for the touchdown. He kicked it outside to the left, and there was a big opening there. He did a stutter step and then just dove through that opening in for the Eagles' 4th touchdown of the night. So Nick Walker with the touchdown for the Eagles, who extend their lead to 13 points. And now, well, that was just what the Eagles needed. Marquette had all the momentum. They had scored on 2 consecutive drives, had the Eagles backed up, forced them into a 3rd and 10, and the Eagles converted with that 39-yard run by Glover and then punched it in. Now the Eagles go for 2 here, and they give it to Walker, and he walks in again for the 2-point conversion. And so now the Eagles lead is 15 points. So, with 7:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter, the score now, Civic Memorial 28, Marquette 13. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
So the Explorers, who once trailed by 20, cut the Eagle lead to just 7, but the Eagles answer and put 8 up on the board with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They now lead by 15. 7:15 remaining in the fourth quarter, and Marquette is going to want to strike quickly here and then see if they can get a stop. Try and find a way to tie or take the lead. Here's a high, short kick. It'll hit the turf and be picked up by an Explorer up man who manages to return it out to the 38 to 39 yard line perhaps. On the return for Marquette was Davion Simmons. And the Explorer offense now with a pretty brisk breeze behind their backs.
I think they can't be in too big of a hurry here, Sam. They just want to execute, make good plays, and use their speed and quickness to get the field spread out, get the Eagles spread out, and try and attack them that.
Trips to the left, that's the wide side of the field. That's also the best way from Ware to roll. Now the snap, Ware wasn't ready for the snap, and it came. Now he rolls to his left under hot pursuit, and what he really needs to do is get rid of it, but he didn't. And he's chopped down at the 25-yard line. That's one where he's got to have his wits about him and know that he's just got to throw it downfield and throw it out of bounds. But instead, he tried to run with it, lost almost 15 yards, if not more.
Even looking at the center, he's looking at the wide receivers were all set before he started to count, and then the snap came and he wasn't prepared for that.
A 14-yard loss for Caleb Ware on that busted play. 2nd and 24 for Marquette from their own 25-yard line. Trips to the left, another receiver to the right side. This time a good snap to Ware. He lets it go out to the left, completes it, and a pickup of about 13 on that play. Making the reception was Javion Morgan.
Morgan, a nice play, good throw by Ware.
Tackle made by
Morgan made a nice play to pick up a couple extra yards. Now it's a makeable.
Eagle fans, if you're coming on now, it's a great time to visit our new concession stand.
They don't get the first down,
All hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and hot dogs are now.
From their own 38-yard line, Marquette again trips to the left. That's the short side of the field now. Another receiver wide to the right side from the pistol formation. Caleb Ware under pressure, rolling to his left. He's hit, coughs up the football, and I think the Explorers covered it, but all the way back at about their 29-yard line.
Caleb Ware, hit hard by number 33, Sean Walker.
The Eagles were able to pursue him.
Play recovered by the Explorers.
I think they called that incomplete. Or is there a penalty on the play? No, they must have called it incomplete. Yeah. Yeah. They called it incomplete. Now it's 4th and 11 for Marquette from their own 38-yard line, and they keep the offense on the field with 5:32 remaining, and the Eagles leading by 15. Trips to the left, 2 more receivers to the right, And Ware rolls to his right under heavy pressure, eludes a couple of defenders, crosses midfield, a flag is thrown. Ware has the first down unless that penalty is against Marquette. And I think it is. Probably be, yep. And they'll mark it from the spot of the foul and move it back, so it's going to be about the same play over again. As the penalty be from the spot of the foul.
If he doesn't make that block, he doesn't pick up the first down.
The spot of the foul is the 46, and they'll walk it off from there. Officials trying to figure it out. I'm not sure what all the discussion is about. They're either going to walk it off or they're not. See, and as you said, CM has to take it. Now, Mike Parmentier's out in the field saying, is that not a chop block? And if so, then it's a 15-yard walk-off. But I think... And it is a 10-yard walk-off back to the 36. They had been at the 38, so where they had 4th and 11, now they're going to have 4th and 13.
Defense just got a timeout on that. Referees, the officials were trying to figure out what was going on.
CM calls a timeout, knowing that if they can make a stop here, they might just be sticking a fork right into the Explorers. So, 4:59 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Eagles leading at 28-13. The Eagles led 7-0 at the end of one quarter, 14-0 at halftime. They increased their lead to 20-0 midway through the third quarter, but the Explorers scored late in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter, cut the Eagle lead to just 7 at 20-13. But then the Eagles answered and put together a nice long touchdown drive. They've extended their lead to 28-13. And the Explorers, with 5:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter, probably won't have much of a chance, barring a turnover or something like that, unless they can convert here. And even if they do, they've got to find a way to get it into the end zone and then try to play the final 3 or 4 minutes in desperation to try to get a tying score.
The wind, like you said earlier, picked up south. So the Eagles, which doesn't matter to them, I mean, they keep it on the ground. They don't have to throw the ball, but the Explorers pretty much have to take that out of the equation when they get on defense. Keep the Eagles from picking up the first down.
Remember, Game 2 of our broadcast doubleheader comes your way immediately following this one. It's the Alton Redbirds entertaining the Highland Bulldogs. You'll hear complete play-by-play coverage with our man Nick Darr from Public School Stadium. That's coming up next. But this has been an entertaining one here tonight. Some interesting play throughout. Now 3rd and 13 for Marquette from their own 36-yard line. Caleb Ware takes a snap, rolls to his left. He's got some time looking downfield. He's going to take off with it. The Eagles converge on him and bring him down about 3 yards shy of the first down. He picked up 10, he needed 13, and the Eagles will take over on downs.
The Eagles played that very well. They followed the Explorers receivers deep, and then as Ware crossed the line of scrimmage, they all came up right to the first down marker. And then when he got close to him, they attacked him and stopped him short of the first down. Well-designed defensive play by the Eagles. They forced the Explorers into a play where they really didn't have a good chance.
Well, we've seen some quarterback play here tonight, haven't we? Noah Turbyfill has completed 9 of 16 for 143 yards and a touchdown. Not nearly as effective here in the second half, but they haven't really tried to be that effective with the passing game in the second half. And Caleb Ware has completed 13 of 18 for 176 yards for the Explorers. And now Marquette wants a timeout. And I guess they just didn't have the right personnel out there. They're not. The clock wasn't rolling, so.
No, it was. I think it was all because they didn't have the defense out that the Eagles had put their offense.
Just a reminder that all hot
Don't forget, following the game, we'll name the Munganast Alton Toyota players of the game, and I think both the quarterbacks might be in the discussion. But then also for the Eagles, their running back, Kieran Parchman, 10 carries for 111 yards. And Parchman also, I thought, had a kick return as well. And for the Explorers, Caleb Ware probably is going to be the outstanding player tonight.
Parchman really, in the second quarter, the Eagles, in the first quarter and most of the second quarter, were a passing team. They didn't have very much going on offense as far as the run was concerned. And then once he got involved, he ran 2 or 3 plays with some pretty good pickups. He had one really nice one that gave him the first down and helped on that 87-yard touchdown drive that they got. It really made the Explorer defense effective.
So Marquette still has 2 timeouts remaining, and I imagine they'll try and use them to their advantage here. That triple I, double tight end set, and here is the give to the deep man, and that's Walker again, and he just gets a nice head of steam going and takes it inside the 45 down to the 42-yard line, and a gain of 5 on that carry by Walker. CM next week goes on the road, but they don't go far. They head down the road to Wood River to take on the Oilers, who are at home tonight as well against Breeze Central. Again, triple I. Here is the give to Walker, the deep man in that triple I, and he is stacked up after about a 1-yard gain at the 40, and it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Eagles right there.
Zachary Smith and Alex Barnhart will stop for the Explorers.
Just inside of 4 minutes now remaining in the fourth quarter. The Eagles with a 15-point lead, facing 3rd and 4 at the Marquette 40-yard line. They stay with the triple I. Walker, the deep man. And they give it to Walker again. This time he works the right side, and he's stacked up once again after about a 1-yard gain. I think the first one there for the Explorers was Zachary Smith. He made a hard hit. They put it down for no gain. Now it's 4th and 4 for the Eagles. And now they're going to give him a yard. Down to the 39. 4th and a long 3 for the Eagles, and they keep the offense out there.
They're using the full 25 seconds. They snapped that with about 3 seconds to go. And this time they're still in the huddle. If they pick this up, they really don't have to do much else.
Nope. And even if the Explorers stop him, it's going to be desperation for Marquette. Pitch back to Walker, tried to sweep the right side. He slipped as he tried to make his cut. Got back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And the Explorers will take over on downs with 2:50 remaining and Marquette trailing by 15. So they'll need a quick strike, although they showed the ability to get a quick strike earlier in the game. And now we've got an Eagle down and injured.
That time Walker, that play was designed to go to the outside instead of straight ahead. The Explorers were ready for it, and they really made a nice defensive stand there. They had trouble with that formation all the way up until that series, and they needed a stop. They got it. Looks like they probably just walked it.
Civic Memorial with 215 yards rushing tonight, 143 yards passing. They'll take that every week.
Yeah, it's a good balance, and really their offense really dominated the Explorers. Like you said earlier, they only had to punt twice tonight, and this they turned it over on downs on this one. So.
Well, they went 1-8 last year. They lost their season opener 21-7 to Marquette at Public School Stadium. Then came home and lost to the Oilers by an identical score of 21-7. Got started at 0-2, and it just didn't get a whole lot better after that. But they'll be happy with this good start here tonight, putting 28 points on the board. And if they can keep Marquette from a miracle finish, they'll start 1-0, and then they'll have the Oilers in their sights, and I think they'll go into that game with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, they should. They've got a tough conference. I mean, you mentioned earlier, Highland's playing at home tonight. Highland's in the same conference as Civic Memorial, and they've been pretty good the last couple of years. So that's a difficult conference for the Eagles to play in. I think this is a good win for them to come off with it.
And speaking of the Valley, a lot of interest in the coaching change up in Jerseyville. Rick Johns, the Hall of Fame coach, taking over the Jerseyville program. All right, Ware with the snap, and now we've got whistles and flags, and we're going to have illegal motion against Marquette. Well, Marquette had all the momentum early in the fourth quarter. They scored on the first play of the fourth quarter to make it a 7-point ball game. Marquette had scored with 1:51 remaining in the third quarter, then forced CM into a 3-and-out, and Marquette came right back and scored again. And over the course of about just over 2 minutes of clock time, they had taken a 20-point deficit and turned it into only a 7-point deficit. Now Ware throws one up for grabs down the middle of the field, intercepted by the Eagles at the 38, and returned down to the Marquette 40-yard line. And Ware just threw that one up. I don't know. I'm not sure who he was even throwing it to. And making the interception for Civic Memorial was Keaton Lowen. And now CM will come out and run the clock off, run out the clock.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Eagle Pride Booster Club concession stand now has
Yep, 39-yard run on 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, the Explorers stopped on the first 2 plays of that drive, had all the momentum, and Glover makes a really nice run. It just electrifies the crowd, gets the Eagles back in the game, and they dominate on the second.
That's the game's first turnover. Now Marquette has 2 timeouts remaining, so I guess look and see, they'll probably use them just in case. And here's a give to one of the up men, Christensen, from that triple I, and he just carries a host of tacklers with him all the way down to the Marquette 32-yard line. There may be only 2:20 left on the clock, but Christensen played like it's the heart of the game.
He's only got to run the ball like 3 times. He's been blocking most of the time. So he's got that mentality. When he gets the ball, he lowered his shoulder on that and took on the Explorers and just kept his legs moving and moving the pile about 5 yards.
He picked up 8 on that carry. And it's 2nd and 2 for the Eagles. And I suspect Marquette may just keep those timeouts in their hip pocket. Meanwhile, Turbyville, who has been a great field general here tonight, again, the hand to this up back, Christensen, and he takes it all the way down to the 16-yard line. What I was about to say about Turbyville was that he was letting the play clock run all the way down before taking the snap, and that's a 16-yard pickup by Christensen, a first down for the Eagles, their 15th of the night. And now, unless Marquette wants to use their timeouts, the Eagles can probably take a few knees, and that'll be it.
Yeah, I imagine that they'll just take a knee on this play and one more play, and that'll probably wrap it up. Explorers show no interest in calling timeouts. The Eagles really a dominating performance on the offense tonight.
And now Turbyville just keeps it on a quarterback sneak, picks up a yard. And the clock ticking down to 1 minute remaining to play here in the fourth quarter. Don't forget, Alton and Highland up next as the Redbirds, a playoff team last year, a playoff victory in the first round in the 7A playoffs, and they're going to try to get off to a roaring start this year at home against Highland, so stay tuned for that one.
Last year, when they lost to Highland, you didn't expect them.
No.
So they really turned it around. They're taking a really nice job.
And that whole playoff game is something. I've never seen. It's been a long time since that stadium's been that full. Now, Turbyville takes a knee, final 25 seconds will tick off the clock. They'll not have to run another play, and the Eagles will start the season 1-0. The Explorers, meanwhile, will regroup, try to build on some positives, try to eliminate some of the negatives, and then prepare for the Mater Dei Knights, who will be at Public School Stadium next Friday night. And I think the Knights will come in a surly mood since the Explorers shut them out last year down at their place. The final score, Civic Memorial 28, Marquette 13. Back to wrap it up in just a moment. You're listening